Hello everybody, this is NapaFan here, and we are ready to get All-Star Weekend started. Of course, it kind of started yesterday with the truck race, but we're here for the Chick-Fil-A Showdown, and we got 23 drivers looking to race their way in to the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race and race for a reserve for season number 6 of the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. We got ourselves 23 drivers in the field. I just said that, but whatever. 8 laps here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway for the Chick-Fil-A Showdown, and it should be a good one here to determine the 2 guys, actually the 3 guys, because we got a fan vote as well. I know the top 3 in my head in the order they go, and I will announce who won the fan vote at the end of the race. But the top 2 finishers of this race will advance on the All-Star Race along with the fan vote winner. And those will be the 3 guys who will join the other 23 drivers already locked into the All-Star Race. So if you're driving this season in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series and you're not in the Showdown here, you are in the All-Star Race already tomorrow, ready to go and race for a reserve. But anyway, let's go ahead, get these guys to roll off here for the Chick-Fil-A Showdown. 8 laps of action, like I said. I do believe I forgot to take a picture of the starting lineup, and I did. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll get to the starting lineup here in the Chick-Fil-A Showdown. Okay, we're back, and we're ready to roll here in the Chick-Fil-A Showdown. Let's get you the starting lineup here for this race. We got ourselves John Andrews and Blaine Key starting on the front row for this one. In row number 2, it's Griffin Lynn and Jack Porkins. In row 3, we got Hergel Arvin Alonso and Eric Almenhart. In row number 4, Aiden Shepard and Dan Smith Jr. Then we got Christian Master and Nicholas Gratton, Seth Cole and Jacob Reed. Got a chase driver in this one, Cody Smart. He's going to make the chase on points. As a matter of fact, we have 3 chase drivers in this race. Very interesting thing there. And I just realized that Noah Cars' scheme there is the regular 42. My apologies to him on that. When I went to make the lists for this race, I guess I was using the original 42 when I went to make the list. So my apologies there to Noah Cars, but he's still in that 42. Just a different scheme for this race, let's just say that. So my apologies there. We got Matt Tuck, Bryce Lofor is going to be in the chase. Jordan Newman was second in the points, but, you know, chase drivers do not get awarded a spot in the All-Star Race anymore. They did in season number 1, but they only did because that was the first season. Got Ben Clark here, Landon Alpa, Noah Cars in the 42, Tristan Allen, the 27 of Abe Troxel, and Josh Crash in the 15. The pace car is pulled off, and we're ready to see which 3 drivers will move on to the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. 2 advance from the race, the top 2 finishers advance from the race, and the All-Star winner. By the way, there are no cautions turned on for this race, so if we crash, we keep on racing. The green flag is out, and we're racing in the Chick-Fil-A Showdown. Jack Porkins trying to get the outside lane to work, a part-time driver there. All of the part-time drivers will be racing this weekend, whether they're going to be in this race or the All-Star Race tomorrow. William Brock, Marty Johnson, and Max Newworth are 3 part-time drivers already locked into the All-Star Race because they won races last season. And for Marty Johnson, he actually won a race this season in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. There goes Griffin Lim to the inside of John Andrews for the lead. Blaine Keys behind these guys in the 48. He started on the outside pole. He's on the inside now, moving his way up through the field. Got the number 5 of Hergel Arvin Alonso on the inside. He has never won anything in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series before. Anything at all. But he's going to move his way up to 3rd place. It's going to be Griffin Lynn, the guy who came oh so close to winning at Road America, who will lead the first lap of action here at Armory Digital. I saw 5 wide back in there. They fanned it back down the 4 wide, but still, 5 wide might not necessarily work at this racetrack. Now, an interesting thing here, turns 1 and 2 are kind of like Indianapolis, only banked a lot, you know? Because in between turn 1 and 2, there's a little bit of a banked straightaway. Very interesting thing there. Turns 3 and 4 are a perfect curve. The turns 1 and 2, you got a little straightaway there that's banked as much as the corners. And that does play into the way these guys race this racetrack. Here, Joe Arvin Alonso is going to take the lead away from Blaine Keys. Here comes Nicholas Grattan in the 17. He's going to get a run to the inside of the 5, but it's going to be Alonso who leads lap number 2. Remember, the top 2 finishers advance on to the All-Star race, plus the All-Star vote winner. And I know one guy in this field is guaranteed to make the All-Star race, whether it be by advancing on in this showdown or by winning the All-Star vote. So there's a guy in the field right now that will definitely be in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. Of course, I don't know what's going to happen in this race, but I do know that one guy will make it in because he's leading in the fan vote. I'm not going to tell you who it is until the race is over. So you're just going to have to wait and see. It's our first time doing a fan vote here for the Chick-fil-A All-Star race. Thought I'd spice it up for this race because you guys have never really seemed to care about this race that much in past seasons. So I decided, you know what, let's get a little more fan participation for it. Maybe you guys like it a little bit more. I don't know. I really like the All-Star race. It's one of my favorite events to do here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Michael DeFeo is going to lead lap number 4. Tristan Allen's behind him in the 2. Matt Tuck's trying to move his way on the inside here. We got Abe Troxel going 4 wide on the inside. Not going to be able to do anything there. Porkins is going to stay on the inside. Troxel's going to stay behind him. Nicholas Grattan falling back on the outside in the 17. We got the 20 of Michael DeFeo leading the field for the moment. Tristan Allen trying to get it to work on the outside. In the truck race yesterday, the outside lane was the place to be. But these cut cars have lower downforce, so the inside lane is going to work a little bit better than those trucks. But still, through the tri-oval, they can get the outside lane to work at times. We've seen it happen here before. And last time we were here for an All-Star race, Stuart Grattan, he got that outside lane to work in one of the races, I'm pretty sure. I think it was actually the All-Star race, where he won the All-Star race in Season 3. Not only did Stuart Grattan win the All-Star race in Season 3, he won the Showdown, the Showdown's first segment in Season 3. But it's just one race this time, and the top 2 advance on in this 8-lap race here at Armory Digital. Matt Tuck to the inside of Michael DeFeo. He's going to take it there. Abe Troxel trying to move his way up. We got Bryce Lofor in the 41, Seth Cole in the 83. And we got chase drivers in the field. Cody Smart. There's Bryce Lofor's in the chase as well, and you got Jordan Newman, who's going to be in the chase as well. But none of those guys got wins this season or last season, so they have to go to this race if they want to make it on the All-Star race. It's possible that the guy who was second in the points this season will miss the All-Star race. As a matter of fact, it's very possible. Because the 7's kind of back in here. I don't think he's going make it into the top 2. We do have the fan vote. You never know who's going to win that. Of course, I do, but you don't know quite yet. And I will leave it out there that any of these guys can win that fan vote. Or could have won that fan vote. Let's just put it that way. Abe Troxel is going to lead it with 2 laps to go here at Armory Digital in the Chick-fil-A Showdown. Seth Cole's on the inside, trying to make it work down there. Cody Smart's right behind him. Got Ben Clark in the middle of all this here. Part-time driver Landon Napa trying to race his way into the All-Star race. But Seth Cole's going to stay out front for now. Here comes the chaser, Cody Smart. One of the chasers, I should say. Bryce Lofor and Jordan Newman, the other 2 in the race. Smart's going to get to the inside of Seth Cole. And Cody Smart is going to take the lead, coming to the white flag here in the Chick-fil-A Showdown. The top 2 advance on to the Chick-fil-A All-Star race. Which 2 will it be? We're going to find out in 1 lap here at Armory Digital. Ben Clark to the inside of Cody Smart for the lead. We got a line of part-timers down here. Ben Clark, Landon Napa, Dan Smith Jr. all trying to advance on to the big show. Of course, the big show will be tomorrow morning right here on this channel, but first we got to see what happens here. Ben Clark leading the field. Landon Napa trying to get around him. Will the 26 get to the inside? Heading into turn number 3. Yes, he will. Landon Napa's going to try to take the lead. But remember, it is the top two who advance on. It's going to be for this final position. I think Landon Napa has it. Will Dan Smith Jr. get Ben Clark? We're just going to have to see. Remember, Dan Smith Jr. was rooting for Ben Clark. He ain't rooting for him now. Landon Napa is going to win the showdown at the line. I goofed it up. I think Ben Clark got him. And he did. Ben Clark advances on with Landon Napa. Two part-time drivers going to the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race by advancing through the showdown. The top three were all part-timers in this one, and it's time to advance. A third guy as well, the fan vote winner. This one probably isn't a surprise. It's Noah Cars in the 42, the fan vote winner, and he's going to start last place for the All-Star Race tomorrow morning. You guys voted him in, and I don't blame you either. So Noah Cars wins the fan vote, Landon Napa wins the showdown, and Ben Clark gets second. And those are the three guys who will be racing tomorrow morning in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. There, the official standings right there. Landon Napa's in, Ben Clark's in, and you guys decided to vote Noah Cars into the All-Star Race as well. And those three guys will advance on here from the Chick-Fil-A Showdown onto the main event tomorrow morning, the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. So congratulations to Landon Napa, Ben Clark, and Noah Cars for advancing their way in. And that is it for me. There are no points. This is a non-points event. Tomorrow morning, you guys will see the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race and see who wins a reserve for Season 6 of the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.